everyone, I am Sir John Mark, your EdTech champ. Today, I will be introducing a not so new way of producing lessons, the non-traditional way. It is not so new because I believe many of you have been doing this already since you started the online delivery of instruction. Today, I will share with you about screencasting. For some of you who may not have tried and explored this, I hope this session will interest you and consider this as part of your module preparation. A screencast is a digital video recording of your computer screen and usually includes audio narration. Screencasts are just one of many different types of instructional videos. Simply saying, this is a great way to introduce a lesson or discuss relevant topics and contents in your respective subject area. Screencasting not only saves you time, but it has been proven that 80% of viewers can recall a video they have seen in the past 30 days. Unlike a screenshot, screencast can be called a screen capture video or screen record and is a great way to teach or share ideas. So why use screencasting? Let me share with you some valuable points. Now, there are four main types of learners: visual, auditory, read-write, and kinesthetic learners. Oral and text-based teaching approaches suit auditory and read-write learners. However, they aren't effective for visual and kinesthetic ones. And so teachers need to look for a solution to engage all these kinds of learners. And this is where screencasting can help. Screencasts support learning and teaching. They contain audios, images, closed captions, voiceovers, interactive elements, and other visual cues. These things are beneficial to students who prefer learning through seeing and practicing. With the help of screencast, the emergence of the internet, and the ever-increasing ease of access to web, many teaching trends come to life. It is an ideal choice to describe step-to-step processes and explain complex concepts, or assign videos as homework and collect learners' feedback. Besides these benefits, teachers can make money from sharing screencasts and interactive tutorials. According to a 2015 article in The Atlantic, a vast number of digital teachers earned six figures of creating top-selling online materials. For students with screencast, students become more proactive. They can learn at their own pace, watch, pause, or replay videos whenever they want. There's no need to get up early, get dressed, take a bus, you name it. Comfort is a great benefit. Screencasts help improve students' attention and retention compared to classroom and text-based learning. Screencast offers students 24/7 online access to knowledge. Learn everywhere and anywhere, and easy to review lessons before tests and exams. Also, students create their own screenshots or screencasts to prove what they understand, or record a video they share their ideas with the teacher. The first thing you need to do is to open your Zoom app. If you have not downloaded a Zoom application, you may just go to Zoom embedded in your web. To begin, you have to start a new meeting. Take note that you are not going to invite anyone to join this meeting. This is just allowing you to record your screen and have access to your entire screen for the screencast. Now that you have started your meeting, you're going to hover over the bottom of your screen and click the Share Screen button. After clicking the Share Screen button, you need to find the presentation that you will be using for your screencast. Make sure that your presentation is ready, then click Share. Now, it is important that our presentation is ready so that by the time we click Share, it will then come out with a PowerPoint presentation ready for the screencast. As teachers, it is also important that our presentation is clear and interesting to our students so that they will also be glued to listening or to looking at our screencast video. So when you are ready to start recording, you're going to click more and choose record in the computer. This will allow your recorded file to be saved in your computer afterward. Now the red dot on top of your screen will tell you that you have started recording already. If you wish to pause because you might have forgotten something, you just click the pause recording. Or if you wish to stop recording, maybe if you're done already already recording, you're going to click stop recording. As educators and facilitators of learning, our main goal is to make sure that our lessons are interesting and easy to follow. The use of screencast is one way to make sure that our students get interested to listen to us and to be engaged with our lessons. So once you're done, you have to click stop recording, and you may also click stop share and end meeting to access your recorded file. Once the meeting has ended, Zoom will then convert the meeting into a file where you can view, and then it will be saved to your documents. After saving it to your documents, you may check your recorded video and then rename it so you could easily find the file. After that, you can upload it or do whatever you like with your recorded video. So the use of screencasting is one way to achieve engagement with our students. Instead of just merely letting the students read our instructions, we could make screencast lessons for them to be more motivated to study and learn the lessons we prepare for them. So that is how you're going to use screencast using Zoom. Thank you very much and enjoy exploring more digital apps for your classes. As educators, we do not settle for anything less because our students deserve the best of what we can give. Not discounting the essential role of traditional teaching and learning, however, our ways and means of delivering lessons should also transcend from the conventional learning to adaptive learning, where we focus appropriate and effective technology integration in our classes. Thus, screencasting is one of the effective ways in improving our pedagogical practices that is novel, learner-centered, and adaptive to students' learning styles. Thank you very much, and I hope this instructional tool, Screencast, will benefit you and your students. This is Sir John Mark, your EdTech champ. Good morning, everyone. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sir John Mar.
Good morning.
Hello and welcome to
Good morning, sir.
good morning. Welcome to the fourth parallel session. You are in room 2, and we will be talking about screencasting for as one of the digital tools that we can use in our classes. So I hope that the preceding video made you aware of what screencast is and how you can use screencast as your way of teaching your students. All right. However, we have to go through some of the discussion so that you will understand very well how to make screencast and also the advantages of this digital tool. All right. So, but before that, okay, the slide here basically shows you of one of my screencast video in my graduate school, in my graduate schooling. Sorry, I have used screencast for some time already, and I see the benefit that I get from using screencast, especially that we are having so many things to do, and sometimes we have to screen capture ourselves and send it to students so that they can further read, listen to our screencast video and then understand our lessons. All right. So before our discussion, I'd like to, I'd like us, I'd like you to, I'd like to invite you all for a warm-up activity. You may visit slido.com. I have two questions there. All right. So kindly click the or enter the code using the number for a while. Okay. So I hope you are joining the Slido. Go to slido.com and then click, enter the code 835424. Okay, so let's come to the first question. Okay, so the first question is, which digital tool or applications have you used in your classes? I'm just quite interested as to what particular tools or applications have you tried with your students. So you can type in your answers. You can have several answers if you like. Unfortunately, none of you has joined yet. All right, Google Meet. Thank you very much. Okay, let's just wait for others to join and key in their answers. What particular tools? All right, so Google Meet, of course, because this is our official, how do you call that? Um, what is this? What is Google Meet? The official class meeting, no, for ours with our students. So meeting place with our students. So Google Meet, yes. All right, I have seen some new applications here. I have not tried Team Viewer. Very good. There are 17 of you who are answering. There are 42 of us. So we'll just wait for the others to key in their answers. All right. For some of you, I'd like this session to be interactive. So I will be asking some of you questions. Like for example, I'm quite interested what Team Viewer is. May I know who answered Team Viewer? Would you like to share a little bit of a description how to use Team Viewer? All right. You're shy. Okay, Google Keep. What else? Screencastify. All right. So in other words, screencasting is not anymore new, as I have said in the video. It's not new to some of us. We have been using this one in your classes. So maybe these people can share their experiences with how they did with their screencasting activity. All right. Okay. We'll wait until at least 30 of you may lock in their answers. Okay, we'll wait for more 6 people to join our Slido. Okay, so while waiting for the others, may I just ask who answered, or may I ask, ma'am? Let me check. I'm sorry. May I ask, Ma'am Alma? Ma'am Alma, which of these digital tools applications have you used in your class? Would you like to share, ma'am? Miss Alma, good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Good morning,
Good morning.
everybody. Good morning. Am I
Good
audible,
morning.
sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, miss. You're
In my
audible.
classes, I am using Jamboard, Jamboard, Quiz is,
Mhm.
and Google Slides.
All right, Google Slides. All right, thank you, Miss Alma, for your answer. So I was hoping somebody would say TeamViewer because I'm quite interested what TeamViewer is. No? Thank you, Miss Alma, for your answer. What about, we're still waiting for the other six. No, wala pa ang six. What about, let me see who are here. Okay. Doc Mona. Yes, Doc Mona. Which of these digital tools and applications have you used in your classes?
Good morning, Sir John Mark,
Good
and good
morning
morning,
po.
everyone. I used Google Meet, and then we have Quizzes, Mentimeter, what else? Google Sheet, Google Docs, and Google Slides.
All right, so quite a number, no, Doc Mona? Thank you very
Yes.
much for your sharing. So quite a
No
number. What
worries.
about sa nursing, ma'am? Ma'am Sally? Ano po yung ginagamit sa nursing, ma'am? What applications are you using in your classes?
Good morning, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Actually, sir, I tried screencasting, but then the only problem is that mura siya, ang ako sir mo, capture siya og noise.
Mm-hmm.
I tried many times, so I use the one introduced by Sir from the accounting of accountancy. The
Sir
dean si
Noel?
Sir, oh yeah, katong
Mm-hmm.
OBS ba to? Oh, I tried
OBS, all
it.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
So, naka-try ko once add to, and then it's it's very hard also. So, I always tried kaning screencasting, pero makaka-capture man gud siya noise, sir. Motong
Okay. Sige.
I murag wala kay ko na kuan. I like screencasting actually.
All right. Thank you very much, Ma'am Sally, for sharing which digital tools and applications you're using in your classes. Let's go to the College of Engineering, Architecture, and Architecture. CCC, College of Computer Studies, Engineering, and Architecture. Ma'am Grace, what particular applications have you utilized so far with your students?
Hello, Surgeon Mark. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Surgeon Mark. I usually use Google Meet, screencasting using the OBS, and also
Nice.
Jamboard.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma'am Grace. So,
Yes,
some of you
sir.
have utilized already screencasting in your classes, but we're using different tools. In my case, I'm using Zoom or Google Meet. In your case, you're using OBS. So maybe later on, you'd like to share how you did that one in OBS. All right, thank you. So I think there are only 28, no? 28. And evidently, the most common application that we are using is Google Meet. You have there, and then Jamboard. They're the ones which have bigger fonts, no? And then quizzes. That's right. So thank you very much. So nobody is lost. We are all utilizing different tools and applications in our classes. Okay. So let's come to, sorry. Okay, let's come to the second question. So expect that others will also be sharing their answers. So why do you use these digital tools and apps? For what purpose? You don't have to answer it in a paragraph format. Phrases and short clauses may be acceptable or may be accepted. So the reason why you use digital tools and apps. Okay, let us see. What's your reason? What's your purpose? Okay, very good. Okay, so let me ask a few. Okay, let's ask Sir Erwin. Sir Erwin, why do you use digital tools and apps? Why do you use these digital tools and apps, sir, in your criminology class?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm using the digital tools to facilitate the learnings of my students.
Okay. How do you do that, sir? How do you
In
facilitate learning, sir? through the digital tools?
In Google Meet, sir, they, I get their ideas through interaction.
Okay. Is it, do they participate?
Yes, sir. They are more participative in terms of the in oral recitation. They are more encouraged to join the TAWA since
All
uh,
right.
they find it more alive.
Oh, okay, thank you very much, Sir Erwin. Okay, very good answer. No, so interaction with students to build beautiful interactive presentations. Now, aside from using PowerPoint presentations, we can now make use of other digital tools and apps. All right. Use quizzes because I can control the time. That's true. All right. What else? Convenient. Okay. Encourages interaction despite distance learning. This is very true. No? Okay, facilitate discussion. May I ask others? One last sharer before we proceed to our discussion proper. Okay, any volunteer to share why they're using digital tools? Sorry, I have to call some of those I have not known so much. Okay, may I ask Sir Earl Peter? Sir Earl, would you like to share with us why do you use digital tools and apps in your
Uh,
classes?
Hello. Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Hello, Sir Earl.
Hello. Excuse me. Can you
Yes,
hear me, sir?
yes, sir. What particular department are you teaching,
Okay.
sir?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. I am from College of Computer Studies,
Okay.
Engineering and Architecture. So, I am a computer science teacher. So, for me, without these digital tools, of course, how would I encourage the students to use um, new technology, new apps, if we ourselves did not encourage the use of these new digital tools and applications for collaboration or for more engaging communication with each other.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sir Earl. What I got from your answer is that you're using digital tools for collaboration. And I think that was pretty well explained by our speaker yesterday, Mr. Lee, no, in our parallel session 3, I think. Okay, so thank you very much for your answers. You have very good reasons for using digital tools and apps. Okay, so let's go back to our discussion main sorry, for a while. I'm lost. Okay, where is that? Hindi nakapin. I'm sorry. So, for a while, just for a very short while, huh? Like technical glitches. Okay. So for our discussion this morning, we will try to achieve the following objectives. Although these are just simple objectives, hopefully, no, before 12 o'clock we'll be able to meet all these objectives. So at the end of our discussion, hopefully we could be able to explain the importance of using screencast in teaching. Later on, we will have an activity so that you can try out, no, screencasting. So you're expected to produce a short screencast introduction of a lesson. Okay, not exactly a whole lesson, just a short introduction. and then evaluate screencast as a pedagogical tool. For you, based on our discussion, for you, is it good? Is it a good tool? Is it difficult for you? Is it difficult for our students? So we hope to achieve these objectives at the end of our session. So to attain these objectives, I have here my topic outline. So you have there, we're going to unravel the definition of what screencast is, although you might know very well what screencast is. We'll also try to point out some theoretical basis. I'm sorry for the error there. It should be plural, theoretical basis. I pointed out two important bases for utilizing screencast. And then let's try to look at the advantages and the challenges and the steps to successful screencasting. So hopefully we can also try to navigate Zoom and how to make make screencast using Zoom. Okay. So to start, of course, let's try to define what screencasting is. So this is also known as screen capture. This is a method to quickly show students content from desktop through recording, editing, sharing, and or sharing video. So this is different from screenshots, because for screenshots, you will just be taking a picture, a shot of yourself, or a shot of the picture on your screen. But in this case, we are going to make use of recording, and we will also do editing and sharing of the video. So basically, what students will be receiving for a screencast, if the teacher wishes to use screencast, is a recorded video, a recorded video of you, of their teacher, doing the explaining of the lessons. Okay, so isn't this amazing that we make ourselves actors and actresses through screencasting, and I think that is something new to our students. So just to break the monotony of the usual teacher-directed online activity, so we can make use of screencasting. So one of the, I think and I believe that this screencasting is important according to the cognitive theory of multimedia learning by Mayer. So our students, as I have mentioned in the video, that there are 4 types of learners, and our students who are more into visual and auditory are those who can really benefit from screencasting. So according to Mayer in 2002, the process of transferring knowledge from the 2 channels, so we have 2 channels there, the audio and the visual, could be successful when information is integrated with existing knowledge. So if they hear and if they see something that is connected with their existing knowledge, then there is successful transfer of knowledge. So when students are actively processing incoming information, they also use their existing knowledge to help them process. So, and of course, knowing that our learners are actually, more of them are visual learners. They learn best when they can see their teacher, when they can see an object, or where if they see the process. So I think this screencasting is really very helpful. So another theory or framework that I included here is the TPAC framework of Mishra and Kuller. So this TPAC framework was actually a model made by Schulman in 1986, and this is improved in 2006 by Mishra and Kuller. So this tells us of the different types of knowledge that teachers should possess. Well, before in the traditional setup, we just make use of content knowledge and pedagogical knowledge. No? Our knowledge of content and our knowledge of pedagogy. Yesterday, our speakers were talking about methods, what are the strategies. So they are actually the pedagogical aspect of teaching. Now, in this framework, technology has been considered, no? It's emphasized as part of the major knowledge components that teachers should develop. Because of course, we are dealing with students, and our students they belong to the generation of computers and vast information in the internet. So therefore, dapat si teacher dili gid pud magpaulahi, no? So the teacher should always cope with the necessary trends in teaching. So that is why we combine these three major knowledge components: this pedagogical knowledge, content knowledge, and we have the technological knowledge. Okay, so the knowledge on the use of technology. And so when these are combined, this will result to another 4 types of knowledge that teachers should possess. So combination of these different types of knowledge. So you have technological content knowledge, pedagogical content knowledge, technological pedagogical knowledge, and the combination of all is what we call the technological pedagogical content knowledge. So basically the use of LMS, our use of Canvas, our use of different digital tools and apps actually manifest teachers' technological, pedagogical content knowledge. So we embed content in technology, okay, in technology, just like, for example, the screencasting. So instead of delivering it just purely by the teacher, we integrate technology, either Zoom, either OBS, either Google Meet or Screencast-O-Matic, or whatever particular specific digital apps that you use to deliver instruction. No? So basically, we are exuding, we are possessing this technological pedagogical content knowledge if we are using this technological tool. So this is TPAC framework, and I guess different types of knowledge are relevant knowledge that teachers in the 21st century should possess. Okay. Again, as I have said in the video, we do not discount the importance of the traditional teaching. However, because we have also, our learners have also evolved into becoming digital natives. That is why we also have to keep pace with our students. No? Okay. Let's come to the advantages. Okay, so some of these advantages I have already cited in the video. Okay, so students become more proactive. Okay, can somebody share on this particular advantage? How was this manifested by the students or by your students in the class? Okay, may I ask Ma'am Grace? I think Ma'am Grace shared a while back that she's using screencasting through OBS. Is this true, ma'am? Is this true, Ma'am Grace?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Is this advantage true in your experience, ma'am, having tried screencasting in your class?
Yes, sir, because I can explain, I can elaborate further, can discuss further through the screencasting. Because I just post that in my modules.
Okay. So students can explain, they can elaborate the lessons. Am I correct, ma'am? So they become participative, no? Especially if...
yes, sir.
Since we post the screencasted file to the module, so prior to our discussion, they can already view the lesson And so
Yes,
during
sir.
during our discussion, they can interact. Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they can
And they
interact with
have a lot of
this.
questions.
Okay. So you also provide guide questions to the students.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. What about the others? What about from the basic ed? Okay. How is this being proactive manifested by the students through your use of Screencast? Yes, maybe I'd like to ask some of our teachers here. Sir Isao, are you there, sir? Have you tried Screencast? Sir Isao, are you there? Wala si sir. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good
Yes,
morning.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Sir, how is this being proactive of the students manifested in class? Is this true? Is this first advantage true that screencasts help students become more proactive?
Yes, sir. Because aside from it makes your lesson more interesting, uh, they can also think of an idea because lahi raman jud pod og istorya lang nimo kaysa ilahad yung makita bitaw. They can also create uh, an ideas about what you are presenting, and also they can share it to you in your class.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Isa, for your sharing of your experience with the students being proactive. No? So, this first advantage is very true. No? Our students become more engaged. They become active in the class because they already watch the lessons, and especially if you have identified guide questions for them to answer. So during the class, they will really be participating in your discussion. Okay, thank you. Next, the second advantage is that it improves students' attention and retention. Okay, so basically this is backed up by different literatures, no, that would tell that screencast. I actually have identified several literatures in the next slide, no, which would say that the use of screencast basically helps students retain information, and also they can have focused attention. In what sense they can have focused attention? Because they can actually rewatch the video material or rewatch the screencasted file. And so students will have more time understanding the lesson. So they will really be able to have focus, no? in the necessary or on the necessary concepts that they need to learn in the class. Okay, and so if they have focused attention according to brain-based learning, if students have focused attention, then automatically it will have an effect to how they retain information. Okay, so it offers students 24/7 online access to knowledge. So that's what I have said. They can access it anytime. They can access it anywhere they like, based on their mood maybe, or maybe during their free time they can access the recorded file. And so there is no reason for the students not to understand the lessons, no? Not to understand the lessons. Of course, they need to be facilitated in understanding some of these concepts. And so you can have that one in the teacher-directed online activity. At least you will not be discussing everything during teacher-directed online activity. So the next one is students develop creativity and innovative thinking. Okay, what's your experience with this in your respective classes? Sige. Sir John Michael.
Hello, Sir John Mark. Good morning.
Hi,
I'm not
sir.
so sure with the fourth advantage, sir, but I will just be answering this one generally.
Okay.
Honestly, I have not used yet the screencasting, but I have maximized some other digital apps. So in relation with the digital, I mean, some other digital apps that I apply, I believe this fourth advantage now when we use a digital app is realized in a way that, let's say, for example, when you will be discussing a topic like during motivation, for instance, and then when you make use of, let us say, Slido, um, it will really unconsciously allow students to be creative. No, let's say, for example, if your questions also demand something creative, no, like siguro and then aside from that, yeah, they will also innovate na. Kay again, you as the host no of the lesson or you as the teacher, you can actually monitor as to how many have responded to your poll or to your question. So yeah, unconsciously your students are answering no creatively and then thinking also innovatively.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sir John. I hope you will try screencasting, sir, so
I
that
tried it before, Sir John. I tried it before, Sir John. Pero I think it was not successful.
it was not successful. Maybe because when we think of using screencasting, we'll have to download ano siya, applications, no? Especially when you use Screencast-O-Matic. So you have to download it. You have to try out how it is done, no? So but there are simpler ways to actually make screencast video. All right. Thank you, Sir John, for
Thank
your
you, Sir
sharing.
John.
Okay. Ma'am Lisbeth, good morning, ma'am. Have you tried Screencast, ma'am?
Hi, Sir John.
Hi, ma'am.
Not yet. That's why I enrolled here kay di ko kabalo ani.
Okay, ma'am. But do you see any possibility of maybe science lessons can be done using Screencast, ma'am?
Yes, sir. That's why na-enroll jud ko ani. I want to learn because this is what I saw with my daughter. As in generally good, all of their teachers are using screencasting. And what I understand with screencasting is na I pre-recorded video of a lesson.
Yes.
So that is what my daughter is doing, yung ginatanaw ng pre-recorded video sa mga lessons nila. So that's why ni-enroll jud ko kay gusto ko magkabaluan. I do not know how to do
Sige,
this, guys.
sige, ma'am. We will try to navigate later, no? So, okay. So, thank you very much, Ma'am Lisbeth, for the, ano siya, kanang for trying no to make use of this screencast. Yeah, mo na gid siya trend karon no sa mga teachers, especially kanang nabi tay mga schedule of power interruption, so we could not meet our students. So instead of canceling the class because we will not be able to meet due to power interruption, so we can screencast our lessons and just post it in our modules or in our Canvas. Okay. Sige.
And I
So,
want to add something, Sir Jan.
yes, ma'am.
It's a good supplement. Let's say nag-discuss ang teacher online. Plus, naapag yun tong pre-recorded video. Therefore, learning sa estudyante is maximum.
Yes, I agree with you, ma'am. No, I agree with you, ma'am. And instead of downloading no materials from YouTube, of which we do not know the characters and all, so why not make use of our own, make use of your own voice, make use of yourself to record the lesson. So mas appealing, no? Mas appealing siya to our students. All right. Thank you, Ma'am Lisbeth, for your sharing, ma'am. Okay. Where is it? Okay, so let's proceed to the next. Okay. So I got this one from the study of Miss Eliza Baluyos. So according to his study, she cited some of this literature. No? According to Green in 2012, in-depth understanding by watching screencast lessons verified proficiency with the course through students' final grades and performance. So, dili gid na siya char, no? That screencast can actually help students improve their academic performance. Okay, Rufini also in 2014 said that, based on Ms. Baloya's study, screencasting has cognitive benefits to students with the inclusion of elements that are sensitive to their working memory. I think I shared with you kaganina, no, how this audio and visual cues will be processed through the working memory so that students' learning will be maximized. Okay, in Farkas 2013, screencasting technology has the ability to reinforce learning. So I think hopefully in one way or another, maybe we can think of how we can maximize the use of this technology in order for our students to have better learning in our class. Okay, let's proceed to the challenges. Of course, there are challenges. No, dili lang pod nindutanan. Of course, with the limitations of technology, there are also pitfalls, no, of using screencast. Okay, number one, you have it there. It's time consuming. Because you need to rehearse. You cannot just record yourself with the lessons, discussing the lessons, without really preparation. So you have to prepare. You have to make sure that the environment is free from noise. According to Ma'am Sally a while back, bana kaayo sir, so not successful ang screencasting. So you really have to find a quiet place so that you can be able to have good recorded video. No? Okay, the screencast quality issues, yun, especially if we don't have better quality of gadgets, like for example, ang atuang gigamit nga laptop, dili kaayo clear ang video or dili kay clear ang camera, I mean. So this could really be a challenge, no, for us who will be using screencast. Okay, quality issues like yun, audio also can be a screencast quality issue. So dili kaayo maklaro, no? So that's why we have to find ways so that these issues will be resolved. Okay, compatible file formats, especially when we give this to our students. So I think we have to check whether our applications, the application that we are using, is compatible with that of our students. So this really is a limitation. Okay, if you're going to make use of screencast for all your lessons, the next challenge is will really be observed. No, storage space demands, because syempre kay kuan man siya, no, recorded file man siya, so bugat siya. So it will lag your computer once you have made several videos already. So maybe you can find other storage space where you can store these recorded files, no, to meet this challenge. Okay, and finally, of course, this is very common, no? Internet accessibility. We may have recorded ourselves properly, but to our students, I think this is very common to our students. No, they could not access properly our recorded files or our screencast files. So I do not know how do we deal with this challenge of internet accessibility. Even teachers also have experienced that internet problems. So maybe not exactly all of our lessons can be screencastified, but at least some. No? Just again, as I have said, just to break the monotony of the usual teacher-directed online activity. And at least when you are conducting TDOA, at least they have been supplemented already with this recorded material. Okay, so these are some of the challenges. Now we proceed to the steps on how to successfully do screencasting. So you create an outline, the very first thing that you're going to do. We create an outline. So what do we discuss? Dili man pwede nga 5 hours ka nag-video sa imong self, no? In fact, there is a minimum time according to the reference. You have to screencast yourself for about 8 minutes only. So you just highlight the important details of the lessons. Okay, so not exactly 1 hour. Okay, so you create an outline. What are the things that you're going to include? Much better if you have storyboards. Okay, the storyboards basically is just like a script, no? Like for example, if you have a PowerPoint presentation, what will you say in this particular slide? Okay, and then when you flash the next slide, what will you say in this particular slide? Of course, we are supplemented with other materials also when we screencast. So dapat our outline should be clear, and then we have storyboard so that when we will be recording ourselves, it will be done smoothly. No? Walay mga poses, walay mga ano si tawagan na mga interference, no, during the recording of the video. Okay. So next is decide on which or on what particular screencasting software will you be using. Will you be using Google Meet? Okay. Now I have tried Google Meet, but unfortunately, when you use Google Meet in screencasting, you will not be able to see yourself. No? Dili mo makita imong self. Unlike sa Zoom, no, this particular slide is an example of how you're going to screencast using Zoom. So basically, you can see yourself, you can see your presentation in Zoom. That's why I made Zoom as a more convenient application to do the screencasting. Okay, so sa Google Meet, kaya ang imuharag yung presentation na makita. No? But for Screencast-O-Matic, I think you can also, this is more sophisticated software where you can do screencasting. Now you can see yourself, you can lay out, you can actually frame which particular part of the screen are you going to include, etc., etc. However, you have to download the application, okay? And you have also to practice how to navigate or how to use or where to click, etc., etc. in Screencast-O-Matic. I think there is also one, Screencastify. Who has tried screencasting? What particular tools have you used so far? Aside from Screencast-O-Matic, OBS, according to the CCCEA faculty. What about from the basic ed? Who among you have tried screencasting, and what particular tool have you used in screencasting? PowerPoint.
Sir John Mark.
Yes, brother.
Sir Nemar was raising his hand earlier. I think you did not. Sir Nemar.
Yes, Sir Nemar. Sorry.
I'd like to share the software that I've used for screencasting. So I've tried four. One is OBS. Number two, Microsoft 365 for PowerPoint. Number three, Google Meet. And number four is Teams, Microsoft Teams. And among the four, I find the most convenient is Google Meet, but I find very useful ang Microsoft 365 PowerPoint.
Sir,
Because you can edit.
Anong sir, mas prefer din mo ang sa to, sir, Microsoft 365, sir?
For 365, you can edit the video per slide.
Per slide.
So kung nasayop ka sa isa ka slide, you can just delete the video for that slide, then continue recording.
All right. Sige. Thank you very much, Sir Nemar, for sharing your experience of how you screencast your lesson. Yes, Ma'am Flor?
The new version of PPT, sir. Very easy to record.
There is a recording feature, no, Ma'am Flor, no?
And you can
new PPT. Okay.
Yeah,
but I haven't tried that. Have you tried it, Ma'am Flor?
Yes, when we presented our research.
Okay. So, what particular advantage did you see in using PowerPoint, okay, aside from mas dali siya? Or maybe disadvantage? So that at least we can weigh things, which particular tool will we be using? Hello, Ma'am Flor? You are on mute, Ma'am Flor. Ano, wala na si Ma'am Flor. Okay, so you can use...
I lost my connection, sorry.
It's okay, okay. Yes, okay.
We used PPT lang when we presented our paper virtually sa Cebu. Cebu normal. Ang old version of PPT, you cannot see yourself, di ba, on screen?
Yes.
The new version kay mura siyang OBS, you can see there's already like this one. Makita na ka on screen.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Flor. So I think we can have PPT, you know. So aside from Zoom or aside from Google Meet, of which we are very familiar with, so we can make use of PPT siguro. Mas maayo po. Okay, thank you very much for your sharing, Ma'am Flor and Sir Nemar. Okay, so the next step, sorry, we have to find a quiet place so that we can use Screencast smoothly. Yes, Sir Peter. Sir Peter said the one disadvantage of PPT recording is that you have to pause when changing slides. Otherwise, there is an audio cut. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, Sir Earl. So at least by now we can have options. Whether we can use PPT, we will use OBS. Sa pagganito, sir, we can use screencasting o-matic, or we can use Zoom, or we can use Google Meet. So daghan day kay pamaagi, no? Okay. We can also use Canva. Sir Ralph, would you like to share how is it done in Canva?
Hi. Hello, sir. Good morning,
Yes,
sir.
good
Good morning,
morning, sir.
everyone. Yes, what I like about this Canva is that you can create creative presentation at the same time you can create or you can record yourself. So this is just like PowerPoint 365, and this is for free, no? Because Microsoft 365 is not free. Those only using the university lang na email, no? So some of the features are not free. So in this Canva, you can actually use different, for example, different presentation that is not ano bitaw ka na very usual na nato nga makita, no? So we can use Canva in presenting your topic in a very interactive or creative manner. So mo lang sa dako ang na bantayan, sir.
Sige. Thank you very much, Sir Ralph. Yes, we can use Canva. Can we have that feature, sir, even if we are just using the free account of Canva, not exactly the premium one, the premium account?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We are. I am actually using the free account in Canva, and then aside from that, you can also create template. You can also create a poster, infographics.
Yes.
So this is good, no? Because you
One-stop
can.
shop.
Yes, yes. So you can also edit some of the header, no, for our LSU instructor. So we are using this one actually, no, to
Yes.
edit. So
Thank you, Sir
that's
Ralph.
why, yes.
Okay, thank you, Sir Ralph. Brother?
Sir John Mark, I just want to share that all our university emails have the feature of the education for Canva. So that's a better plan compared to a regular email. So if you use your LSU Gmail account and logging in Canva for education, you'll be able to access more features. However, there is a more premium one that needs payment. But even the basic one for Canva for education is good enough. Thank you, Sir John.
Okay, thank you very much, brother. So I hope all of us can make use of our LSU account to use Canva, and then I think yes, according to brother, mas daghan og feature no nga magamit. So how you can beautify your modules, or how you can make posters, presentations, etc. So let's just make use of our LSU account, no? Canva for Education. Okay. Sige. Thank you very much, Sir Earl. Also is posting something here. So in-call messages. Canva for Education is free, offering all K-12 educators. Okay, and the link. Thank you very much, Sir Earl, for the link. Okay, so close all other apps, turn off alerts and reminders when you are going to start recording, or else you will be distracted, or you will be disturbed while conducting your screencasting. So better turn off all other applications. So just the presentation that you will be needing, you have to prepare that one. It has to be open before you're going to start with the screencasting. All right. Next is for a while. Let's go. Okay, so yun, as what I have said, you have to open up all documents and tools needed, just like your PowerPoint presentation, if you're using your PowerPoint presentation. My context is actually the use of Zoom. So, mani akong i-share sa inyo karon. So, we have to open all documents, or the document that you will be needing in your screencasting. Okay, again, the screencasting needs not be very long. You can target 3 to 8 minute videos with excellent audio. So at least for the 8 minutes na video, you can be able to supplement your discussion with the recorded file. All right. Next is be yourself. You have to be as natural as possible. Although we are not really used to speaking in front of a camera, but since we have to record ourselves, so we have to act as natural as possible. Then speak naturally and tell a story. You tell a story. So it's as if we are just conversing with our students while recording ourselves. Okay, and then trim the video to keep it short and omit pauses and errors. Okay, so after the recording, so you can check on your file, you can edit, or you can take out those, sorry for the error in the spelling, pauses, you omit pauses and errors in your presentation, so that when students view it, so the recorded file is of better quality, All right. So do you have questions? Sorry, I could not see. Yes. Do you have questions, if ever, or we will proceed to the, we will try to make a screencast video of ourselves. So the next part is actually an activity. You're going to use or make a screencast of a short lesson introduction of yourself. Okay, wala pa? So do you see the importance of using screencast in your lesson or in your classes? You think it is relevant? It is important in your class?
Very.
Ma'am Flor?
Very important, sir.
Very important. Yes. All right. Sige. Would you like to elaborate that, Ma'am Flor? Why is it very important?
You have already mentioned the reasons. Brown
Okay, the reasons.
And yes, and as mentioned by Ma'am Lisbeth, additional help to the students just in case the students did not understand your online discussion during synchronous classes. They can make use of the recorded lecture or discussion made by the teacher.
Okay.
As easy reference for the student.
Yes, only that it takes time, look, and it will eat up your time, especially if you wish to make videos for several classes. So you really have to find time for that.
Yes, and you have to edit several times.
Edit several times. Okay, so is it a convenient pedagogical tool? Is it not a burden? What do you think? Is it a burden, or what about the others? Ma'am Lisbeth?
It's time consuming. It's time consuming, sir, but I think it will help our students a lot. Sir John, is it okay if I'll ask like some sort of a procedure ba? Like number one, what will I
Yes,
open
ma'am.
first? Number
Yes, ma'am.
two, sorry,
Okay,
beginner,
ma'am,
slow
no problem.
learner.
Okay ra, ma'am. Ay. Okay, so
Demo, sir, demo.
tinuod jud. Ako ang gigamit man gud ma'am kay Zoom. I do not know with the rest of the with the rest of the application. So sa Zoom katong video kaganina, actually mo to siya no, pero sige, pwede sad nga we will try to navigate do we all have Zoom accounts?
Sir John,
Ma'am?
ang video ganina kay wa gyud ko kaapas. Bugo kay ko Sir John, baka nang magtan-aw rag video nga sige ra bitaw play, murag na gyud ko kaapas.
Okay, ma'am. Sige. So, sige kay maggama ra ba taog ko video. Sige, ma'am. Would you like me to ako na lang to i-replay kadjut ma'am kato nga part. Where is that? Ay, sorry. Ano na lang. Of the internet and the ever-increasing in the Atlantic, a vast number of digital students create their own screenshots or screencasts to prove what they understand, or record a video they share their ideas with the teacher. The first thing you need to do is to open your Zoom app. If you have not downloaded a Zoom application, you may just go to Zoom embedded in your web. To begin, you have to start a new meeting. Take note that you are not going to invite anyone to join this meeting. This is just allowing you to record your screen and have access to your entire screen for the screencast. Now that you have started your meeting, you're going to hover over the bottom of your screen and click the Share Screen button. After clicking the Share Screen button, you need to find the presentation that you will be using for your screencast. Make sure that your presentation is ready, then click Share. Now, it is important that our presentation is ready so that by the time we click Share, it will then come out with a PowerPoint presentation ready for the screencast. As teachers, it is also important that our presentation is clear and interesting to our students so that they will also be glued to listening or to looking at our screencast video. So when you are ready to start recording, you're going to click More and choose Record in the computer. This will allow your recorded file to be saved in your computer afterward. Now, the red dot on top of your screen will tell you that you have started recording already. If you wish to pause because you might have forgotten something, you just click the pause recording. Or if you wish to stop recording, maybe if you're done already recording, you're going to click stop recording. As educators and facilitators of learning, our main goal is to make sure that our lessons are interesting and easy to follow. The use of screencast is one way to make sure that our students get interested to listen to us and to be engaged with our lessons. So once you're done, you have to click stop recording, and you may also click stop share and end meeting to access your recorded file. Once the meeting has ended, Zoom will then convert the meeting into a file where you can view, and then it will be saved to your documents. After saving it to your documents, you may check your recorded video and then rename it so you could easily find the file. After that, You can upload it or do whatever you like with your recorded video. So the use of screencasting is one way to achieve engagement with our students. Instead of just merely letting the students read our instructions, we could make screencast lessons for them to be more motivated to study and learn the lessons we prepare for them. So that is how you're going to use screencast using Zoom. Thank you very much and enjoy exploring more digital apps for your classes.
Right. So that's how we use. That's how we make use of Zoom, ma'am, as our tool for using screencast, ma'am, or creating screencast. So, Ma'am Flor, you raise a hand.
The link that is shared by Sir Nemar, that's the
Yes.
link also that I used in when I prepared my screencasting through
Thank you very much, Sir Nemar, for sharing that. So at least we have options. I find Zoom very simple, manggod, no? So I have not tried also PowerPoint. So you just simply go to your Zoom account, no? And then kung wala pa, then you have to download Zoom. I think all of us have Zoom accounts man siguro, no? Man siguro tayo Zoom. And then after that, you go to the new meeting. You click new meeting. And then once it opens a new meeting, it's a ubos na rin dito. But before we do that one, we make sure that our PowerPoint presentation is open. Now we open our PowerPoint presentation so that when we share our screen, we can easily find the file that we are going to use for screencasting. So pag share screen, click share screen, and then find the file, and then click the file. So pag click sa file, automatically the file will come out and then ready for the sharing. So pag ma-open na ang file, automatically your face will appear, no, either sa taas or sa abo, so you can actually move your picture, no, in the frame. And then sa taas, na dito more, and with the 3 dots, okay, you click that one, and then you start recording. Now click start recording. So we will know that it has started recording if the red kuan diha dot diha nga mag-blink, no? So it means that we have started recording already. Okay, and then if there are things you miss, you can pause and then be ready with the necessary corrections, and then go back and then record again. Then if done, you just click stop recording. Some more gihapon na siya makita, and then end meeting. We cannot download the file if we will not end the meeting. So you have to end the meeting, and automatically your recorded file will be stored in the documents. Now you have there a folder named Zoom, and then add sa folder ang katong imong file. And then kato na dayon siya. Okay. Okay, sige. So do we have questions? Okay, so sige lang, if hopefully our fellow faculty members can also help each one. For those who are using the other digital apps in screencasting, I think mas maayo po siya i-explore. So I think we have more choices this time. No? Thank you very much for your active participation, and hopefully we can make use of screencasting to improve our students' performance. Thank you, everyone. Daghang salamat. Okay, so we will now have. Should we go back to the main
Sir John Mark? Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much, Sir John Mark. Thank
Thank you
everyone
po.
for actively participating in this session. We are now on lunch break. Kindly return to our main call at 1 p.m.
1
We'll
p.m.
immediately start at 1 p.m. today in our main plenary call. Attendance or midday attendance is available via the chat box. I'll be sending it again right now. Kindly make sure to do the midday log in for day 2. And for those who haven't signed up for Session 5, Parallel Session 5, you can still visit our sign-up sheet. Again, maraming salamat, Sir John, Mark, and Doc Flor. All the videos will be placed in the official YouTube account of EDMST. We'll update the community once it is up in our page. Maraming salamat,
Thank you.
everyone. Happy lunch, everyone. See you at 1.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir John.
Salamat po.
Congrats, Sir John, Mark.
Mambet, sugdi, pagsugod sa kuan PPT. Sayon kayo